What's up? What's up with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. What's happening with it? And when y'all come in the building, make sure that you hit the like button and make sure that you jump in the comment section and let me know you in the comments. Daryl Deloach, what's happening with it? Off in the building. What's good with it? Mr. DBMH in the building. Salute. Siobhan Raging, what's happening with it? Salute. Mark Wonderlick, salute to you. My brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV, what's happening with it? Yeah, we gonna get it today. Let's talk, let's cook. And when you come in the building, y'all already know what to do. Make sure that you smash on that like. Dwayne Freeman, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, we're going to cook today. We're going to get it today. So as you come in the building, like my man Dwayne Freeman say, smash the like button. Sheena, the queen, Sheena in the building. She's all out fitness. What's happening with it? Yeah. Every day at 1:30 Mountain Time, 2:30 Central, 3:30 on the East Coast. And if you're on the West Coast, it's 12:30. Yeah, let's get it. Yes, sir. Knockout. Another big fight weekend coming up. Oh, man, I forgot about Lomachenko's coming up the next weekend. I forgot about, King Loma. He coming back to take his crown. I want to see Lomachenko and Devin Haney, real talk. I want to see Lomachenko and Devin Haney. If Devin Haney, of course, I want to see Devin Haney fight Kambosos if he gets past Jojo Diaz. But, I would love to see Lomachenko and Devin Haney, too. Macadam 1, what's happening with it? Cassandra Mason, what's happening with it? The queen Cassandra Mason in the building. Yeah, and like I said, as you come in, smash on the like button. And we gonna cook today. Before we get into the main topics, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the press conference. I'm gonna play some of the press conference between Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Hey, that shit funny. That's a funny press conference because both of them dudes, they pretty much washed up. But they talking that big talk to each other. Smooth Groove Boxing, what's happening with it? Salute Smooth Groove from that Oak Cliff in the building, in that super chat, always coming through, showing love. 254 Dunson, what's happening with it? Salute to you. Hey, he said the eye versus the chin. Kell Brook and Amir Khan. And it's crazy because, this fight should have happened in 2015. This fight should have happened around, at the latest, let me say the latest this fight should have happened was 2015. You know what I'm saying? That's the latest. This shit is what? Amir Khan and Kell Brook is like 8 years overdue. Like, you know what I'm saying? These dudes really should have fought like 8-9 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous that we had to wait this long, but we finally getting it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else out there they can whoop. They both washed up, so they might as well get it on. Ricky Williams in the building. Salute to Ricky Williams. He be over there cooking up that good, you know what I'm saying? He be over there, Ricky Williams be over there cooking. Yeah, but so let me see. About 5, I'm gonna get ready to pull up the interview. To pull up that press conference so we can all watch that and then we gonna talk about that a little bit, and then we gonna get into the main topics. You know, these boys out here coming out of everywhere. They coming out of everywhere now that George Kambosos got the belt, and we're gonna talk about that. But let me pull up this press conference. Give me a second, y'all. Pull up this press conference for y'all, and we gonna get it started. Hold on. Okay.
Former world champion, you've done so much for the sport, Kell, but levels and levels below?
Well, I think cool hand. I think
for the sport
it's my time now to put him in his place and hopefully move on to bigger and better things.
Former world champion, you've done so much for the sport, Kell, but levels and levels below?
Well, I think cool hand. I think he needs to go back to believing as a celebrity. And he went on.
I mean, being a celebrity is one thing.
I know, but you're getting knocked clean out. I can't wait. This is my first fight. This fight. Forget all that. Forget my legacy. Forget the fight. I'm gonna knock you spark out.
We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna knock you spark out.
We'll see.
You're getting it. You're getting it.
It's easy to talk a big game. It's easy to talk a big game. Yeah. And when you keep saying,
speak louder than words, and you really watch what happens to you. I'm gonna look over you and say, I told you, Amir. I'm gonna look over you and knock spark out and say, I told you. Levels below you.
You finished. I mean, you always have that bitterness in you that, you're living a celebrity life, because what's got me to this celebrity life is my performance, is the way I am as a fighter.
It started from the early days, from the amateurs.
That's what got me to this position. You know what I mean? So if I was a bad boxer, if I wasn't good, I wouldn't be in this position.
What
I've done in the sport, you know what I mean? So it seems to me you're just very bitter on that side.
Not bitter. You got me no respect. You never acknowledge me saying, who is Kell? I've heard you say, who is there? Many years ago, you know exactly who I am. Are you gonna know? Can we retire you?
We know
this fight.
We know what you've done. Listen, you're half retired now anyway.
Yeah, what are you?
Fully finished. So don't start giving the big ones out. But look,
I can't wait to spark you out.
Feb 19. You ain't gonna. I'm telling you, trust me. You give it the big talk.
You reckon?
You give it the big talk. But like I said, we'll see what happens on the night. But you better get in that gym and start training. You look well overweight as you are now. You need to lose some pounds there.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean? We're fighting in 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
I'll be ready. Don't you worry.
A little bit less now. 10. Listen, 10 to get the date right first. Because I don't want you pull something out of the bag and say, you know what? Wait, what not? But look, 147 was the weight wanted. You still complain. You still complain.
There's no title on the line. So
regardless of title, we are both 147 fighters.
So if you're that good, why does it need to be a weight? Why does it need to be a weight? Because there's no title on the line.
Because
why
we are both welterweight
fighters. Why do we need to come down to these weights? Why? Because there's no title on the line. You're trying to corner it. You're trying to corner it.
You've said numerous times, Amir, I will come down to any weight to fight you. You said that, and I posted it on my Twitter, but you didn't. You were complaining about making 147. But me, obviously giving the British people the fight, no problem. If you want to go at 149, no problem.
I bent over back with your demands. You're coming out second. It's you.
But listen.
Just to get you in the ring.
You got the fight, didn't you? You got the fight, didn't you? You got the fight. Listen, I'm coming levels down to fight you. Remember, I'm coming levels down to fight you.
You reckon?
100% I am.
You reckon?
Yes, I am.
What, from Billy Dib? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean levels down?
You know the Billy Dib fight.
Just what you guys spark out.
Listen, just the Billy Dib fight. I'm telling you, look, you would not say no to that. When you get offered 10 million quid for a fight against Billy Dib,
confidence booster. You want to for a confidence booster.
I'm a prize fighter.
Heavyweights are not Gomez put you down.
I'm a prize fighter.
I'm a prize fighter.
You got knocked out by a jab. You got knocked out by a jab by Crawford. You don't start giving me by a jab.
You look for a way out. Wait in that fight, you.
Man, you got knocked out by a jab, so stop giving me the big one.
I like you. I love that press.
We'll see what you do on February 19th. Listen, there's no point giving the big ones now. You know, everyone can talk. We'll see what you bring to the table. We'll see what you bring on the table on Feb 19.
Kel, how much does this mean to you, your whole career? This one fight.
This is icing cake. This is the grudge match. This is the fight. Well, I won. I've been in with best pound for pound fighters. So this is icing cake.
Kell Brook heavy as hell.
This fight, I'm sick of everyone asking me about this fight. We've got this fight now.
You sure you're not doing it for the payday?
Huh?
You sure you're not doing it for the payday? Me, I got balls, man. I'm alright. Trust me, I don't need to work.
Are you sure?
Listen, I'm alright.
Hey, y'all see how big Kell Brook is? He looked like he about like 205 right now. Look how big Kell Brook is.
I'm God gifted. Hope you're not coming in for the payday because you're gonna get hurt.
This is an easy fight for me. Easy, you're easy.
Okay, we'll see. After the fight, I'm
We'll
asking
see.
the same question.
I'm not sure the same question.
Was it easy fight?
I'm not sure the same.
100%.
You're getting knocked clean out. You ain't know who I am after that. You've been knocked concussed, knocked out.
We'll see.
So, Amir, why do you take the fight? Money's fine.
I took the fight. You know what? Because in Britain, it's the biggest fight of there. Look, take away the AJ and Fury fight. I think that's the biggest fight in Britain. But apart from that, it has to be the rivalry fight between myself and Kell. It's been talked about everywhere. People talk about it. People want to see that fight. And I decided that, look, we should make that fight happen. End of the day, we should put our egos to a side and say, let's put the gloves on and take it that way. Look, I respect him. He's a fighter. End of the day, anyone to jump, whoever goes into that square circle, you have to give him credit. You're putting your life on the line. Kell signed, we signed, and now it's time.
So there is some respect.
Well, it's the first time I've heard it. It's the first time I've heard any respect from him. But believe you me, after this fight, if he can remember me name, he will give me respect when he comes round.
Is it about bragging rights as well?
Of course, it's about bragging rights. I'm still the best welterweight in Britain, and I'm sure everyone who's going to watch this fight, everyone's going to watch this fight because of the grudge match and because of the history, him running away, never winning the fight.
Man, I was never running away, Kell.
Why did that fight not happen?
I was campaigning in America.
Why did it happen till now?
I was fighting the bigger names. I was fighting the bigger fights. My dream was always to fight in America to become a.
You don't want to lose to another Brit. That's what it is. You'll fight these Mexicans and all these other fighters.
Bigger fights. You're getting bigger fights in America.
No, but this is the fight the fans want. We want. This is what we're on this table for the fans. So I want to give the fight to the fans. Why it took till now for the fans to have it? Listen, I want to give back to the fans for many years.
Regardless, it was then or now. They're getting it, aren't they? That's the main thing. We're doing it for the fans now. You know what I mean? So they're happy. We're going to give them a massive fight. Come Feb 19, we're both going to perform at our best. And we're going to be ready for it. I mean, it's going to be finals.
Just make sure you turn up. Don't. Because it's...
Me?
This is a big thing for your team.
Which fight have I never turned up? Which fight have I never turned up?
No, but you're being... This fight... Listen, I mean, shut up.
Shut up, man.
You'll make sure you turn up, brother.
Listen, it's better if you stay quiet because you're coming out of it.
Yeah?
It doesn't make sense. So you better stay quiet because...
I mean, Kell says he'll knock you out. You going to knock him out?
This fight ain't going to go to the 12 rounds. All right? Kell's going to say, I got this, I got chocolate brownies. You can... we ain't got nothing. We see what happens on the night. Listen, I'm not going to give a prediction, but like I said, only prediction I'm going to say is that it's not going to go 12.
And you're training out with Terence Crawford in America and you're ready for it?
Yeah, definitely. My training camp's started. We've been training the last couple of months. I go to America tomorrow to start my camp properly. Got a great team there. Matt couldn't make it. Obviously, he had someone in the family passed away, so he couldn't make it. But camp's going to be good. It's going to be hard. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be tough, but it's what I like.
You're excited about this one?
I mean, I'm really excited. I definitely have to be excited. I've got Kell on both sides screaming like a... But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm going to be ready, man. This for me is a massive fight. I'm not gonna say it's like a world title fight because obviously I fought bigger names and better names, but it's a big fight.
Same here.
It's a big fight where I'm gonna just and the thing is he's giving the big talk that I'm this. I'm like you'll see on Feb 19th how I play and school this guy. Just like the early days when I used to school him. Why is it I got picked for the Olympic team? Because I was schooling Kell Brook with one hand. I used to be going to the training camp and the coach used to tell me, Amir, just use one hand against him now.
He's so deluded. That guy is so deluded.
I go, which hand do you want?
Too hard, Amir. You're being it too hard.
Doing the jab, doing the left hook, uppercut. And they go, it's just for the jab.
And I used to school him with a jab.
As in Dreamwell.
Wait till I
It'd been it too hard.
1, 2, left hook, right hand, uppercut. Oh, you've had it. Trust me, you are gonna get it.
You're being hit too hard,
Trust
brother.
me.
You know what happened in that sparring.
But I got picked. So
Yeah,
if you was schooling me, if you was schooling me in sparring, if you was,
they don't like the Ingles style where they aren't like.
How is politics in amateur boxing?
That's what they're into.
Are you saying ABA, Amateur Boxing Association, is corrupt? Are you trying to say that? Politics.
I'm saying that
because it can't be because all the better fighter. No, it's easy.
Bulls.
When you look at a sparring session, think, wait a minute, that poor kid, which you're using probably the blue corner, getting battered. And if we can't put him in there, we can't put him inside a championship or send him abroad to get beat. I mean, that's the reason I got picked, because I was schooling you all the time.
You aren't school nobody, mate.
Oh,
the deciding factors are going to be Khan's inactivity. Kell still got the punch, but Khan still hasn't got the resilience anymore. You know, he suffered some very, very heavy knockdowns in his career, and it affects.
You got knocked out by a jab. You got knocked out by a jab. It was a jab, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
What I will say about Kell against Crawford, he made the wrong decision. I think he didn't have the perfect training camp. He relied on himself for that one, and he misjudged it badly. He should have done a lot better. He should have done a lot better with Crawford, and he didn't. So, you know, it's a lesson learned. That's where we are. Maybe that's why he's got the fight. But what I will say is Kell still got his punch. Khan still hasn't got the resilience. He never has had much of a chin. But he can box. He's got reflexes fast. As long as he can keep out of the way, he's going to be all right. But it's only going to be a matter of time when Kell connects, because Kell's still got the punch, he's still got the reflex, he's still got the speed, and he's still got the fitness. He's been training since the summer. He's not just starting camp now. He's been in it thinking this fight was going to happen before December. So I know how long he's been in the gym, and I know how he's looking. And you're just starting your camp. You might have done a bit, fair enough. But I think over time, I think Kell's in a lot better shape. I think you're just worse for wear. But it's going to be interesting.
Amir, how do you respond to Dominic's words?
I don't know what to say. I mean, look, he's a trainer. I know he's saying that Kell's in such good shape. Looks like a blob to me. I mean, still not in the best shape. Don't know what type of training he's doing, but I mean, all the very best to him in training camp. We know we're going to be ready. I've been smashing the gym at myself, and you know, yeah. I mean, look, come Feb 19th, it's going to be there's going to be fireworks. It's going to be a massive event, and it's just going to feel so good to shut him up, you know, once and for all, because this fight's been talked about for such a long time. At least I can then give him a good beating and then move on to other things, because every time, you know, Kell probably gets it a lot as well. When you're fighting Khan, people asking me when you're fighting Brook. I think it's going to be nice just to put a stop to it all, you know, after Feb 19th. We all know then who the man is, and obviously it'd be nice to then move on to other things.
You want to move on to other things? You're just focused on Feb 19th, aren't you? Dominic says you're in training, that you're ready. You feel good? Do you feel right again?
I feel right, yeah. I've been training for a while. We're obviously going to step it up now, bring the diet into place, and be ready. You know, I think...
Ready. I hope you're ready.
Louder than words. And
Chocolate Brownie. I hope you're ready.
It's going to be carnage.
What wins you the fight, Kell?
Accuracy, you know, power.
Accuracy.
You know, relentless, just coming forward to take his chin clean off your head. Basically. I'm coming.
Basically.
Forget boxing. Forget what I've learned. I'm coming for a pub fight. I'm coming for a car park scrap. That's what's happening.
And what brings you victory, Amir, on February the 19th, once and for all against Kell?
Not a car park scrap. I mean, I think he needs a little bit more than that, trust me. I mean, who says that? Who says a car park scrap?
May I say it?
Come on. I mean, you're a professional fighter.
We're going to stand in the middle of that boxing ring there. We're going to have it up.
Kell, you have just... Anyway, he just does not know how to promote a fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I'm gonna come there and just do what I do best. Look, I think we both need more than just a car park scrap. We're gonna have to have a good game plan, go in there, look good.
Amir Khan, I hope you're ready. Hey, that's funny. Like, them dudes is funny as hell. And I had forgot about something. You know what? Because I don't even want to bring this up, but I got to. Because when all these dudes talk about, you know, Terrence Crawford fought the best Kell Brook. I forgot Kell Brook trained himself for that fight. Y'all forgot that, huh? His trainer left him and refused to train Kell Brook because he said he didn't have enough time to give himself enough time to prepare. He only had like 5 weeks, and he said he wasn't training him. He said he wasn't training him because he knew he couldn't win. But I hope you're ready. That's funny. That fight funny as hell. I got Kell Brook though. I got Kell Brook. Who y'all got in this Kell Brook versus Amir Khan? February 19. February 19. He don't say not. He say February 19. I hope you're ready. I got Amir Khan. I got Amir Khan getting stopped. I got Kell Brook stopping Amir Khan. Amir Khan been ducking Kell Brook for years. That's why Kell Brook didn't take the fight. Amir Khan was ducking that man for years. This fight could have happened like 8-9 years ago, and Amir Khan did not want that smoke. I hope you're ready. What's happening with it? 503 line in the building. Y'all make sure that y'all go sub to 503. Make sure that y'all sub to my brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Also, and my man G5 Gabe. Make sure that y'all go sub to him, man. G5 be over there cooking. He's starting up his channel. Back, you know what I'm saying? He back cooking on his channel. And y'all make sure that y'all go check him out because he be over there cooking, you know. And salute to G5 Gabe, my man Knockout 503. Everybody in the building. I mean, Rico, if that's your opinion, that sounds nice. I mean, but you know, your opinion can't fight for Bud Crawford. But you know, hey, I just want the fight to happen. But other than that, I got Kell Brook whooping Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? He could train with Bo Mack. He could do whatever he want to. And another thing, right? Somebody had said that if you train with Bo Mack, if you not Terrence Crawford, you automatically, that's an L. If you, they said the only one getting wins out of Bo Mack them camp is Crawford. Other than that, all them dudes is losing. They taking big L's. I didn't say it, but I heard somebody say that. So, you know, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. But I definitely got killed. Kell Brook been ducking this dude for damn near a decade. Kell Brook actually been ducking this dude for a decade. They ain't got nowhere else to go, nobody else to turn to. And now he finally accepted the fight. I mean, not Kell Brook, Amir Khan, my bad. Amir Khan been ducking Kell Brook for over a decade. Now he finally steps up to the plate and fights Kell Brook when he ain't got nowhere else to go. Come on, Amir Khan. And I like Khan, but Kell Brook, he got that build-up aggression. You know what I'm saying? You don't make no man wait that long. He gonna do something bad to Amir Khan. Kell Brook finna do something bad to that boy. Dundada say you got Khan. Hey, well, you know, make sure that you come right here before that fight happens. You know what I'm saying? If you got Amir Khan winning this fight, make sure that you come right here before that fight happens. Like I said, he can train it, and it's a bad thing. Like I said, he over there training with Bo Mack and them. That's a curse. Because ain't nobody getting no W's out of Bo Mack camp unless his name is Terrence Crawford. Other than that, all of them dudes is taking L's. Rob Brandt taking L's. Who else? All of them taking L's. You know what I'm saying? The whole camp. Now I do like Steven Nelson, but Steven Nelson, he ain't fought in a long time. He ain't fought in years. He been hurt. So all of them dudes is taking L's. Mo Hooker, Rob Brandt, Jamel Herring. I mean, shit. They probably got dudes that fought that. I mean, the dude that fought on the undercard. man, I just seen him fought. They had a fighter that fought on the undercard. He fought Edgar Berlanga. He fought Edgar Berlanga. He took an L. All of them dudes in Bomac kept taking L's. Dundada say Bomac made everyone better. I mean, shit, how? Teaching them how to lose better? What he do? Teach them how to lose better? Because all of them taking big L's. So I'm definitely going with Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? Amir Khan Amir Khan got chocolate brownie. He got chocolate brownie for him. I hope you're ready. Come get a chocolate brownie. Man, all them dudes taking big L's. Shit, Terrence Crawford is shit. He all they got. T-Bud is all they got over there. And like I said, I like Steven. I like Jamel Herring, but shit. Jamel Herring, I mean, shit. I got a lot of respect for Jamel Herring, but shit, he took that big L also. Yeah, I ain't talking about the rapper. He took the big L also, and I ain't talking about the dead rapper. Oh, shit. Knockout Boxer said Herring did retire Frampton. They don't all lose. Hooker got a KO victory in between his KO losses to Ramirez and Ortiz. Yeah, but they on the losing streak now. Like I said, they all got back-to-back losses. Actually, back-to-back losses. All of them. Bomac resurrected Herring's career. Man, if y'all don't, man, like I said, I like Herring, so I ain't gonna get on Herring. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Herring. I'm just talking shit. I'm just you know, I'm just fucking with Bomac because Bomac be on that BS. Pound for pound sports entertainment. Salute to you. He say hit that like button, and y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Before we get into these next subjects, make sure that y'all put who y'all got in the comment section. If you ain't put it in the comment section, do you got Khan or do you got Brook? Khan or Brook? I got Brook. Now, you know, matter of fact, you know what? Now that I actually think about it, the skills and the quickness and the speed, I actually got Amir Khan. Getting his ass knocked out. I'm gonna do like my boy Knockout Boxer 86 TV. Yeah, I actually got Amir Khan. Getting his ass knocked out. Amir Khan gonna get his ass knocked out. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? He gonna eat a whole lot of chocolate brownies. A whole lot of chocolate brownies. Yeah. But y'all smash the like button. Everybody in the building, smash the like button before we really get to cooking. You know, and I'm gonna read who y'all got. So my man J.A. Dixon got Brook. Phil J 508. Salute to you. Salute J.A. He got Brook. Macados, Mac of the South got Brook for the KO. Let me see. Who else? Jewels of Life got Brook. Yep. Mark Wonderlick got Brook. Zenith 360 says Khan will have to be perfect and not get hit with anything. So yeah, Zenith 360 saying he got Brook. Pull counter boxing. What's happening with it? Salute. Smooth Groove got Brook. Let me see. Let me scroll up because I know I missed some of y'all. My coach in the building. What's happening with it, coach? Coach say that he got Khan going to sleep like normal. That's real talk. And I like Khan. You know what I'm saying? I done met Khan. He's a hell of a dude, real cool dude, down to earth, but I got to keep it 100. He going to sleep. Somebody earlier said it's going to be a double knockout. He said it's going to be, hey, but Khan funny. Khan was like, man, you got knocked out by a jab. He said, you got knocked out by a jab. Hey, oh, shit. He did go through the ropes almost by a jab. Them dude, that shit funny. That press conference funny as hell to me. Let me see who else. Let me see who else in here that I missed. Let me see if I miss anybody. Kamara said Amir Khan better tape his chin. He said he better tape that chin. Oh, snap. Dundada looked like he the only one that got Amir Khan winning. Dundada came in here once again, you know what I'm saying, against the grain. He the only one in here that got Amir Khan winning. Well, I say this: if you bet on that and Amir Khan win, you're gonna be a rich man, Dundada, according to you know what I'm saying, what it's looking like in this chat. Devin Blocker say Amir Khan if his chin hold up. That's a big if. You know what I'm saying? That's a big if. And really, you know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, because I know a lot of people like, oh, well, Amir Khan, if his chin hold up, he can outbox Kell Brook. Ain't nobody never outboxed Kell Brook. Who y'all ever seen really outbox Kell Brook? Really? Crawford wasn't outboxing him. Spence was outboxing him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, "Oh, well, I had Kell Brook had 6 rounds. You know, going into the 7th round. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But really, you never really seen nobody outbox Kell Brook like that. So even if it go to 12, I'm still picking Kell Brook, but it ain't going 12. And you see, Amir Khan said the fight wasn't going 12. You listen to Amir Khan, he said this fight ain't going 12 rounds. But he didn't say that he was gonna be the one to win. He didn't say that he was gonna knock out Amir Khan. He was just like, I guarantee it ain't gonna go 12. Okay, we all know it's not gonna go 12 because you're going to sleep. 817, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, Jules, like Kell Brook ain't never been outboxed. Never. So that's a bold statement, thinking even to say that Amir Khan can beat him in 12 rounds. Ain't no way that Amir Khan gonna get through 12 rounds. I mean, we seen the slightest of punchers tap him and damn near put him to sleep. But like I said, smash on the like button. Smash the like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like button before we get to really, really, really cooking. And I'm gonna just go ahead and go in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna dig into it. And then I'm gonna open up the phone lines for y'all today. So we're gonna open up the phone lines. When I open up the phone lines, you know what I'm saying? Say what you gotta say, and then let the next caller come in. So this is what I want to cook on, right? And you know what? The first thing I'm going to cook on, then I'm going to get to the main topic. First thing I want to cook on is Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney fight. It's fight weekend. We got the Jojo Diaz. We got Devin Haney this weekend, you know, in Las Vegas. It's going to be a hell of a fight. And I hear a lot of people, you know, and I've even had to catch myself saying it a couple of times. A lot of people talking about, oh, we can't wait till Devin Haney and George Kambosos for Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? We can't wait to Devin Haney and George Kambosos for Undisputed. And like I said, I've said it myself. So I had to catch myself. But Devin Haney has a fight this weekend. And Devin Haney ain't fighting no Rudy Poo. He's not fighting a bum. Jojo Diaz can fight. Newsflash, Jojo Diaz can fight. This is not Devin Haney just going in there against some bomb to where we already basically, you know, can chalk it up as a victory for Devin Haney. Nah. He still got to go in there and fight Jojo Diaz and get a victory over Jojo Diaz. You dig what I'm saying? And it is not an upset if Jojo Diaz beats Devin Haney. Why? Because now I'm not picking Jojo Diaz to beat Devin Haney. So you know what I'm saying? Let's not go that far. But I wouldn't be shocked and like, oh my God, I can't believe this if Jojo Diaz beat Devin Haney. I wouldn't be shocked. Let's keep it 100. Jojo Diaz can fight. And what that dude, what Chris Colbert be saying? Hey, Shakur know my body, son. You know what I'm saying? Shakur know my body. Hey, go check Jojo Diaz's body, son. Go check Jojo Diaz's body. Check Jojo Diaz's resume. You know what I'm saying? Go check his resume. He got Gary Russell on there. He got Javier Fortuna, a guy that most of these dudes didn't want to fight Javier Fortuna. Beat him. Jojo Diaz beat the shit out of my man, right? Beat my man Tevin Farmer. Didn't nobody expect Jojo Diaz to beat Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? Jojo Diaz dude tough. He hard. And salute to Rich Mendez in that super chat. Salute to you. Appreciate you. And y'all get the likes up. Y'all get the likes up. Smash the like button and get the likes up. Rich Mendez says, I have been saying for months that the fathers of Lopez and Haney are not doing their kids favors, but for some reason Haney might lose the Diaz. I don't know where you get I think that Trill Bill is doing Devin Haney a great service. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his job and some. Look at the money that Devin Haney getting paid. Look at how Trill Bill has, carried Devin Haney's career. And he don't try to outshine Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Shit. The reason that Devin Haney is as big as he is, that's a large part due to Bill Haney. Bill Haney the one that's coming on these channels promoting Devin Haney, talking that shit. Devin Haney don't do a lot of interviews. That's Bill Haney. He doing that. He doing all that PR work, and so I can't agree with you on that. But Teofimo Lopez did. Now that's a different story. When you going out, hey Poppy, hey bro, my son's gonna knock him out, bro. When you doing all of that and you putting all that pressure on that kid, that's a different story. But Bill don't do that. Bill, he just trying to get the biggest and best fights for his son, and they want to smoke with everybody. But and salute to Rich Mendez. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you coming through, showing love in that super chat. But as far as this fight, real talk, telling y'all better stop chalking it up like Devin Haney already won this fight. You dig what I'm saying? I see World Combat Sports off in the building. My man Scotty White, World Combat Sports. And make sure that y'all go sub to World Combat Sports in the building. He say, Jojo better wear some earmuffs. His ear getting boxed off his body this weekend. His ears getting boxed off his body this weekend. And that could be so, but like I said, man, to me, Devin Haney this is the best opponent that he's been in the ring with. Like I said, to me, I give him full credit and some for doing what he did to Jorge Linares. But to me, my opinion, Jorge Linares is not Jojo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? Jorge Linares is older. You know what I'm saying? And I told Bill this. I said, shit, at that point in time, I actually liked the Javier Fortuna fight better for Devin at that point in time than Jorge Linares, because I just felt that Jorge Linares was he's a solid vet that was very, very good in his prime, but I thought that he was far out of his prime. You know what I'm saying? I thought that he pretty much had one foot out the door already. But Devin still put on the display against Jorge Linares that we had never seen nobody else do. Loma didn't do it. Nobody did that to Jorge Linares. So, yeah, Devin really put himself, more on the map than he already was after he whooped on Jorge Linares like that. And Jorge Linares did come in shape. He did come in tip-top condition, and he actually looked better than I had seen him look in a long time. But with all that being said, if you put Jorge Linares in the ring with Jojo Diaz, 10 times out of 10, I'm picking Jojo Diaz to beat Jorge Linares. And that's just what it is. So, you know, this is the toughest fight by far on paper. You know what I'm saying? And we got to say on paper because they still got to get in the ring and they still got to fight. We saw what happened this weekend with Teofimo Lopez. On paper, Teofimo was going to run through this dude, but did it turn out like that? No. But on paper, Jojo Diaz, and you got to give Jojo Diaz credit for the things that he's done in this sport. Like I said, when Tevin Farmer was on the top, when everybody was debating who would win against Tevin Farmer and Tank Davis, when Tevin Farmer was going out there whooping everybody, putting boxing clinics on, making it look easy, got in the ring with Jojo Diaz, and Jojo Diaz beat the dog shit out of Tevin Farmer and made that look easy. You see what I'm saying? And we still, and I don't know what's going on with Farmer, but we still haven't seen Farmer since Jojo Diaz put that whooping on him. We seen Jojo Diaz put a whooping on Javier Fortuna, and Javier Fortuna is a very, very difficult fighter to fight because he's rough, he's awkward, he's rugged, and he continues to come forward, and he gonna make it. He's kind of like a poor man's he's like a poor man's Sean Porter. He gonna make every fight that he in difficult and rough. And Jojo Diaz, to me, he handled that fight very well, and he clearly beat Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying? When Gary Russell tells you to this day, besides the Lomachenko fight, and you know, Gary Russell, he let it be known all the time that he was drained. You know what I'm saying? He had to lose 5 pounds, you know, on that same day against Lomachenko, so he didn't have no energy. That's what Gary Russell says. I believe the man for what he say. But he said besides that, he says the toughest fight of his career was Jojo Diaz. If you go back and watch that fight, Jojo Diaz had a lot of really, really good moments in the Gary Russell fight. Of course, Gary Russell was just too much for him and outskilled him, but that was a hell of a fight. So, and on paper, Devin Haney hasn't been in the ring with somebody like a Jojo Diaz yet. So now he has the chance to basically show that he's on. And y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Make sure that y'all smash the like button. Get the likes up. You know, it don't cost nothing to hit the like button. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. And like I said, I'm going to open up the phone lines for y'all. I'm going to open up the phone lines for y'all, and I'm going to give everybody a chance to call in, but get the likes up. Now, on paper, this is the toughest fight on paper that Devin Haney has had by far. By far. Because like I said, Linares wasn't in his prime. Can't nobody argue with me and tell me that Linares was a fighter that was in his prime, because he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Jojo Diaz is in his prime. Jojo Diaz got a resume to prove who he is. Jojo Diaz is an Olympian. He got the pedigree. He got the wins. Only lost to one fighter. And that fighter, he's only lost to one fighter, Gary Russell Jr. And if Gary Russell Jr. was active enough, Gary Russell, I believe he would be high up on that pound for pound list if he was active enough. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Jojo Diaz is like that. So, if Devin Haney can go out here and make this look easy, he's going to a whole nother level. And you think dudes is ducking him now? If he go out there and beat Jojo Diaz and make it look easy, like World Combat is saying, and like coach is saying, a lot of people saying this, he's going to take it to a whole nother level. Like, you know what I'm saying? And these guys are really not going to fight him now. You know what I'm saying? And salute to George Kambosos, because I believe George Kambosos will step up. But do I think this will be a huge, huge upset? No. because it doesn't matter how much we like Devin Haney, he still don't have the resume like Jojo Diaz for us to be saying that he just go in there and walk through Jojo Diaz. I think that he will beat Jojo Diaz. I think it's going to be a tough fight. Just because everybody else saying some shit don't mean I'm going to come on here and repeat what everybody else said. Like I said, I'm always the same when it comes to these fighters. I'm not crowning none of these guys until they show me. You got to beat dudes like Jojo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? You got to beat guys like Vasil Lomachenko. You showed me. It ain't, okay, yeah, he's the best. He's the best out of everybody. Okay, well, who on that level has he fought? And I say this about everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me. Y'all can't say that I come in here and I don't keep it consistent with everybody. Like, okay, well, show me who he fought for y'all to say that he's absolutely the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. I've only said that really about one fighter, and that was Shakur Stevenson, because every time I looked at Shakur Stevenson, even I followed him throughout his amateur career. Then when he turned professional, as he's got better and better, it was very, very hard for me to find any flaws in Shakur Stevenson. Defensive flaws, nope. Mid-range, fights excellent. A-level mid-range fighter. Outside, A-level. Footwork, A-level. Head movement, A-level. Like, it was very hard for me to find any flaws in Shakur Stevenson. So, yeah, I said that Shakur Stevenson was better than everybody. All these young guys coming up, because I couldn't find no flaws in him. When I look at Devin Haney, I see a lot of flaws in Devin Haney. But I see a whole lot of shit that he do great also, right? When I look at Teofimo, I saw a lot of flaws in Teofimo. When I look at Tank Davis, even though he ain't really in that young category, but he in that, you know, I see a lot of flaws in him. A lot of greatness also. Ryan Garcia, same thing. You see a lot of flaws. So, yeah. Nobody's flawless, but some you can see a lot more than others. Butter B says upset can happen this weekend for Haney and Tank. Definitely I don't see Tank getting upset. And then if Haney, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, once again, I'm picking Haney, definitely. I think Haney gonna go out here and he gonna put on a beautiful boxing display, but I think it's gonna be a tough fight also. But so I'm picking Haney, you know what I'm saying? Let's let that be known. But I don't think it's an upset if Haney loses. Why is it an upset when you're going against a guy like Jojo Diaz that has a resume like he does? Why is it an upset? You know what I'm saying? It's just that you fought another top level fighter and you lost. You can run it back and do it again. You take it, you learn from it, and you run it back and do it again. I don't look at fights like that as upsets. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? And y'all smash on the like button. Mad Chad Scientist from NY, salute. Let me see. But yeah, so let me see what else we got in the chat. Boxing True says Jojo is good. This won't be easy for Dev. Dude is Olympian. That's what I'm saying, man. People just like trying to just already give this fight to Devin Haney. No, he has to go out there and he has to prove that he could beat a fighter on the level of Jojo Diaz. Just because I think he can, and the masses think he can, that doesn't mean that he's already done it. He still got to prove that he can do it. And that's just what it is, you know. He's got to prove it. Dude, Jojo Diaz can fight. And Jojo Diaz, he going to make it an ugly fight. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to get inside. He's going to try to push Devin Haney back. He's going to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make it a rough fight. And Devin Haney gonna have to show that he could, you know, fight that fight and basically make Jojo Diaz fight his fight. I don't think that Tank has a big challenge. Don't let that 24/7 shit fool you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about Tank got a big challenge and he could get. I don't believe that. I don't believe that because when you put a fighter, right, these fighters that they're putting in front of Tank, they're putting these style fighters in front of Tank for a reason. Y'all gotta understand the type of fighters that like Pitbull Cruz, that's food for Tank. That's right up Tank's alley. A guy that's gonna stand in front of Tank and come forward and try to throw big bombs. That's not a difficult fight for Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? You going in there and you trying to fucking you trying to hook with Godzilla. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? You trying to bang with Godzilla. That's not you're not gonna do that. Or Gorilla. You know what I'm saying? You got a baby gorilla trying to bang with a full-grown gorilla. That's what that is. And you're not gonna be able to first of all, you can't outbang Isaac Cruz. He can't. I've seen him fight plenty of times. He don't hit like Tank do. So he can't outbang Tank. He definitely can't outbox Tank. He don't have the head movement, the defense, the athletic ability. He don't have nothing over Tank. Nothing. Pitbull Cruz doesn't have no area to where you say that he's better than Tank Davis. Only thing that you might can give him, and we don't even know. We might can say, okay, well, he's more conditioned than Tank. Because we have known Tank to slack and come in, you know what I'm saying, overweight and miss weight. But we don't know that for this camp. But that's the only thing that you can say that Pitbull does better than Tank. He might be more conditioned. And that I don't even know that. That's just winging it. Dude gonna get his ass knocked out. He's a tailor-made opponent that they chose for Tank Davis because they know that Tank is gonna look exciting against an opponent like Pitbull. I mean, Dundada, if you want to, he has a chance. Yeah, everybody got a chance in boxing, but he has a very slim chance. That's why I ain't really talking about that fight. Like I said, I'm not supporting that fight. I'm not talking about Tank Davis and Pitbull Cruz. That's a shit fight to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until they start putting Tank Davis in the ring with these other fighters that's at 130 to 140 pounds, I don't want to talk about that. Like, I'm not, like I said, if 817 Boxing Beat flew out here, gave me the money to pay for that fight on pay-per-view, I still wouldn't buy that fight. That's just what it is. I'm going to watch it for free. Like I said, I buy fights and support fights that are worth supporting and buying. That I'm clicking on and I'm watching that shit for free. But anyway, Knockout Boxing say it's better than him fighting Rolly at least, and I wouldn't go support that neither. But at least Rolly can sell a fight. This dude can't even say hello in English. How is he gonna promote a fight? At least Rolly was promoting the fight. Like, that's one thing I can say. Rolly will make you intrigued on watching some shit just because he talked that talk. Ain't nothing exciting about this fight to me, except for knowing that Tank Davis is gonna go in there and knock out somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But anyway, like I said, y'all need to stop acting. Don't overlook Jojo Diaz because, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't overlook Jojo Diaz. And I know for a fact that Devin Haney ain't overlooking Jojo Diaz. You know, I know that Devin Haney knows what he has on his hands. Bill Haney know what he have on his hands, and they're going to be more than prepared. And to me, this is going to be a tough fight for Devin Haney. And if he make this an easy fight, if Devin Haney make this an easy fight, right now at 135, nobody can touch Devin Haney if he can make this an easy fight. If he make Jojo Diaz an easy fight, Lomachenko can't even fuck with him. Lomachenko can't even mess with him. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight, though. But we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and get in. And y'all get up the likes. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash the like button because I want to get on. I want to talk about how everybody is, you know what I'm saying, jumping out like roaches now that George Kambosos has the titles. Let's talk about that. And I'm going to open up these phone lines, right? I'm going to put down my build and then I'm going to open up the phone lines for y'all to call in, right? Now that George Kambosos, and y'all get the likes up. First, before we open up these phone lines and before we get to this next subject, get the likes up. Let me check and see where these likes is at. Because y'all need to get the likes up. Let me see. Let me see where these likes is at. Yeah, y'all got to get the likes up. Get the likes up. Y'all have to get the likes up. If you in the building, you haven't smashed the like button, quit hating and hit the like. Quit staring at me and hit the like button. So now I see now that everybody is coming out like roaches, crawling out of the motherfucking bushes and the closets. They coming from everywhere. Now everybody all of a sudden wants to fight George Kambosos. Now that George Kambosos has, you know what I'm saying, he got the WBO, WBA, IBF, and yeah, now that in that franchise belt, right? Now that George Kambosos has all of the titles at 135 except for the WBC title that Devin Haney has, right? Now that George Kambosos has all of these belts, all of a sudden, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia then woke up out of his Freddy Cougar nightmare. He didn't came out. Oh, I would love to come back and fight George Kambosos next. What? Wait, hold on, Ryan Garcia. I thought you was injured. I thought you had mental health issues. I thought you had all type of shit. Now, you done crawled your ass up out of your fucking Freddy Cougar nightmare. And you talking about, oh, I want to fight George Kambosos next week. Let's make that happen. If you don't sit the hell down, man, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Where was the energy with Ryan Garcia when Teofimo Lopez had the belt? We never heard not one time Teofimo Lopez get called out by Ryan Garcia when he had the belt. Ryan Garcia not one time called out Teofimo Lopez. It was, you know, those are fights that'll be great fights down the line. Everything was down the line with Ryan Garcia. Then, what about you and, you know, Teofimo Lopez? Oh yeah, that's a mega fight. You know, down the line. You know, both of us are at this point in our career, and that'll be a big fight down the line. Let's say that for down the line. Oh, you want to say that for down the line then, huh? But he had all the titles and he was right in your face right now. I'm in your face, but you want to wait for down the line. You see that, like that type of stuff, that's that corny stuff, right? And this is what boxing is turned into. Now, this sucker think, oh, you know what I'm saying? I can definitely beat George Kambosos. Now you want to come out of hiding and shit. First of all, you can't beat George Kambosos Whatever you think, you can't beat him. But where was that energy at when Teofimo Lopez? And see, this is the thing. Teofimo Lopez, he ran through Vasyl Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? He ran through Vasyl Lomachenko, and he had a lot of these dudes shook when he ran through Vasyl Lomachenko. Devin Haney was pretty much the only fighter that was caught. Real talk. Let's keep it 100. Devin Haney was pretty much the only fighter that was calling out Teofimo Lopez when he had all of the belts. Teofimo Lopez went out there, and it don't matter what we think about Teofimo Lopez because I don't like him, but this is the facts. When Teofimo Lopez had that belt, nobody was calling him out but Devin Haney. The rest of these dudes was talking about, oh, that's a great fight down. Come on. We didn't hear Ryan Garcia wouldn't even say his name. And that's a fact. Ryan Garcia would not even say Teofimo Lopez's name. Now that George Kambosos got the belt, you want to come crawling out like a roach and shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to come crawling out of the cracks like a roach. Nobody heard nothing from you now. Man, if you don't go sit the hell down somewhere. Oh, and I ain't letting him off the hook. Shakur Stevenson. Now, Shakur Stevenson, but one thing about Ryan, right? We all know that Ryan is on some, he on some whole shit, right? Just keep it 100. We all know that he on some whole shit because that like, why wasn't you calling out Teofimo Lopez? And I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, they work together a lot, even though, DAZN, right? You are with Oscar De La Hoya, right? But you still could have been calling out Teofimo Lopez, and I'm pretty sure that's a fight that Bob would have made happen because Bob was pretty confident that Teofimo was going to run through you. You could have made that fight happen. If you really want to fight for all them belts, you could have made that fight happen. But now you want to crawl out because you think that George Kambosos is food. See, that's what I'm saying. These fighters nowadays, they funny acting. They don't really want to fight the best. They want to pick and choose and move around with who they fight. You see what I'm saying? These are facts. Now, Shakur Stevenson. Everybody knows Shakur is one of my favorite fighters. I ride for Shakur Stevenson. But like I said, I keep it consistent. And Shakur Stevenson, when Teofimo Lopez had the belts, Teofimo Lopez had them titles for a whole year. We was trying to, the fans was talking about Shakur against Tank and Shakur against T.O., Shakur against all these dudes at 135. When Shakur got a chance to talk, Shakur said, nah, I'm going to be at 130. I got business to handle at 130. I'm going to be at 130 for a while. By the time I get to 135, those will be good fights if those guys are still in the weight division. But, I'm going to be at 130 for a while. I just moved to 130. That's what Shakur said. Now, like I said, I think Shakur is the best young star out there. I think Shakur is better than everybody. But, that don't mean I'm not going to get on your helmet. Shakur, you said that you were we were trying to put you with Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis. We were trying to say, hey, well, Shakur should go up there and fight one of them dudes. Since none of these guys at 130 want to fight him, since Oscar Valdez is ducking them. And you stopped that. Shakur nipped that in the butt. He said, nope, I'm going to be at one. I still got this business to handle at 130. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you know what I'm saying, I got Lomachenko. If it don't look like Oscar Valdez want no smoke, so I'll go fight somebody else at 130. Now all of a sudden, George Kambosos get a title, get 3 titles or whatever. You know what I'm saying? 4 if you want to count that franchise. Now all of a sudden, I'll move up to 135 my next fight. What's up? I think that's a big fight. That's a big Now you're looking like a clown out here. Because why didn't you have that same energy for Teofimo Lopez? Y'all are actually under the same promoter. Y'all promoted both by Bob Arum. If you really wanted to be undisputed, or I mean not undisputed, because let's not get that twisted. If you really wanted them 3 belts at 135 pounds, why you ain't called out Teofimo Lopez and say, hey, you know what? Teofimo, let's get it popping. We got the same promoter. We under the same banner. What's up? Let's make this fight happen. Why weren't you on his helmet? But soon as George Kambosos get the belts, you all on Twitter talking about how great the fight. Let's make this fight happen. What's wrong with these dudes? And like I said, I ride for Shakur, but it's making you look funny, because now it makes you look like that you just want to move around. You maneuvering, right? According to who has the titles. Why are all these fighters doing that? Why don't these fighters see a fighter that they like, oh, this dude is dangerous. Like, this dude is very dangerous. You know what? I want to fight this guy because I think that he dangerous and he a hell of a fighter. You don't see none of these dudes do that no more. The last time that we really seeing the last fighters that we really can say that was doing that, Devin Haney do it now, right? But we seen Errol Spence do that with Kell Brook. Kell Brook was dangerous. None of them dudes in the welterweight division wanted to fight Kell Brook. We see Deontay Wilder do it with Tyson Fury. Other than that, it's very, very few fighters that's picking the fighter that everybody else is looking at like, I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. I get in the ring with him. Because why wasn't Shakur? Why wasn't Ryan Garcia calling out that man that was right there, right? You got Shakur. He on the same promotional. Y'all got the same promoter. Same promoter. Then you got Ryan Garcia. Everybody was wanting to fight Ryan Garcia. Everybody was calling out Ryan Garcia. You ain't hear nothing from Ryan Garcia when Teofimo had them belts. Now, I get on Tank all the time for the opposition that he's fighting. One thing I got to say about Tank didn't switch it up. You ain't hear Tank come out calling out George Kambosos. And I got to respect Tank for that. Tank did not come out like the rest of these dudes calling out George Kambosos, because you didn't hear Tank calling out Teofimo Lopez like that, and he didn't do it with George Kambosos. He kept the same energy. So that I can respect. This other stuff, I don't respect that, because you got to keep the same energy for everybody. You don't pick and choose who you want to have. All of a sudden now you want to move up in weight. All of a sudden now, Ryan Garcia, your hand is fine now. You done forgot about the injury. You done forgot about the mental health, everything. Let's make it happen. Come on, man. Why weren't you talking about making that happen when Teofimo Lopez had the belts? That's all I want to know. And with that being said, I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I'm going to let y'all call in and give me your take on this, because like when I seen that, I was irritated. And I was more irritated, I ain't going to lie, because we all know how big of a clown Ryan Garcia is turning out to be, right? We all expect Ryan Garcia to do silly stuff like this, right? But one thing we can say about Ryan Garcia, he is a 135-pound fighter. I was more so irritated with my man Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur has never talked about fighting nobody at 135 pounds. He even said when we tried to put it on him, he said he wasn't moving up. He had business for a while. He was going to be at 130 because he just moved at the division. Like, that was some clown shit. And it really irritated me when I went on Twitter and I seen that Shakur Stevenson said that right after the fight. So let me pull up this number. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the number and I'm gonna let y'all call in. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna cook on this. You know what I'm saying? And y'all get the lights up. You know what I'm saying? We y'all get the lights up. Get the lights up. And there's a number. If you want to call in, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to call in and yeah. So get the lights up, and like I said, the phone lines are open. So if you want to call in, and you know, give me your take on this situation. Give me your take on this situation because this is crazy, man. Like I didn't see Shakur doing something like this. I really didn't. I really did see, and like I said, Shakur is one of my favorite fighters by far. Everybody know I rock with Shakur. What's happening with it, Coach? Hold on, man. I can't. Hold on. You there?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. We can hear you good.
You wanted to talk about Devin first, Devin and Jojo?
Nah. We pretty much passed that. I want to talk about what's your take on Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia coming out of nowhere, calling out George Kambosos all of a sudden when they didn't have that same energy for Teofimo Lopez when he had the belts.
Well, first of all, I think that I know why Shakur did it because he's not getting that Valdez fight, and that's for a lot of belts. But he's active. You know, he's an active fighter. You know, I think he should focus on becoming undisputed at 130. But at 135, I think that Ryan Garcia need to go sit down somewhere because it's not only that. You just want to try to jump the line. How you gonna jump the line? You ain't been active. You done backed out of 3 fights. You know, that's some bullshit. You gonna back out of 3 fights. You had a fight. You were supposed to fight for Tuna. You were supposed to fight Jojo. Who else? It was and he was supposed to fight Tank, and he backed out of all 3 fights. So go sit your ass down somewhere because first of all, you're a coward. That's number one. And nobody can depend on you to continue to train and make the fight. You know, people spending money and he's causing people to lose money. So you can't believe nothing that he says. Not nothing. Because you a risk now. You a risk to these promoters. You a risk. You know, so he need to go get his mental health together and go and start again because he has no right to open his mouth. He needs to shut the fuck up. He's terrible. And he's a disappointment, and he was the weakest link, to be honest. And if he did get the fight with George Kambosos gonna beat the shit out of him. So that's my take on it.
And I agree 150%. Now, one thing about the Shakur, right? The only reason I got on Shakur is because Shakur was recently asked about move, and this is after he knew that he would, you know what I'm saying? Because we pretty much been knowing for a while that Valdez has been ducking him. So this is recently, he was asked about, you know, going up to 135 and fighting some of these dudes, and he said no. You know what I'm saying? He just moved to 130. So, you know, he wasn't looking to move up to 135 no time soon. But then soon as Kambosos get the titles, it's like, boom, what's up? So I didn't like that. That's why I call that situation out.
Right. I mean, I understand Shakur. He know he not serious about that. I can guarantee it's like he just putting his bid in. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to fight him. He's in the same position Devin's in. Everybody's scared of him. You know, so that's the problem. I mean, he can't get the fights he wants, and Devin is in the same situation. You know, he wasn't gonna have this Jojo Diaz fight if it wasn't for Ryan Garcia. So, you know, Shakur trying to get the biggest fights possible. So you can't blame him for that. And he's active. Like I said, he's active. He's not running from nobody, and he want to fight everybody.
Right.
You know?
So, look, okay, Coach. And salute to you, Coach. I appreciate you calling in.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, so and to me, if you ask me, I think Shakur whoop everybody from 130 to 135. I think he beat all of them. But that's beside the point. Caller, what's happening with it? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Shit, this Bill calling out of Texas.
What's happening with it? Salute to you.
Man, nothing much. Same to you. I feel what you're saying about Shakur, but at the same time, in his last interview when they asked him about 135, he said the right opportunity presented itself. So you always got to give that some play too. When somebody say that, you'll kind of gloss over it. That ain't gonna happen. But he did say it was after the Bud fight, actually, or at the weigh-in of the Bud and Porter fight, and they was asking about 135. He said the right opportunity presented itself. Mm-hmm. So I guess in his mind, it's the right opportunity. And I will say, I feel like he's trying to get the belt so he don't have to keep chasing people. If he fight Kambosos and get those belts, now everybody gonna be calling him out, and they have to fight him versus, what's going on with Oscar Valdez, and you gotta, twist people arms behind their back to get in the ring with them.
What and yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? He did say that. I do remember him saying that. But you got Teofimo Lopez, right? That was right there with him. They right on the top rank. Why he ain't never called out Teofimo Lopez? Why didn't he ever say that he wanted to move up? You know what I'm saying? That he would move up to fight Teofimo Lopez.
No, he do have an interview saying he'll fight Teofimo Lopez, but he also say they crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically knew it won't happen. He's saying like Devin can't even get the fight. So how would I be able to get the fight? Like Devin got the other belt and he can't even get the fight so they can get a real undisputed. So basically how me at 130 gonna move up and just get the fight. You know what I mean? Because of their mind frame, and he was, he's saying how Teofimo and his dad kind of crazy, loco, whatever. So that's not a fight he realistically thought that could happen. Because of Teofimo.
Okay. Yeah, I never heard it, but if you say he said it, he said it. But at the end of the day, like I said, I think that he whoops. I think he whooped T.O. I've been saying this. People know that watch me. I've been saying that Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, is the best fighter out of all these young fighters. He even better than Devin Haney. I've been saying it, and I'm going to keep on saying it. And I think he whooped all them dudes. That's why I was like, shit. I've been saying, like, man, he might as well go to 135 if none of these dudes are fighting. But at the end of the day, you being on Twitter, he need to use that time because that George Kambosos shit ain't even realistic, right? He need to be using that time to call out the man that's been ducking him. Let everybody know and stay on his neck. Stay on Valdez's neck. He need to be staying on Valdez's neck. Every time we see him put up a tweet, it need to be about Valdez.
Right. I feel you. Like I said, I feel you because the optics of it can look like, damn, where'd that come from? All of a sudden, you ready to challenge for 135. So, like I said, I respect where you're coming from. I get exactly what you're saying, the optics of it. But if you watch a few of his interviews, he ain't shying away from nothing. He just trying to handle up at 130 first, and then the perfect opportunity to present itself with Kambosos. So he's trying to just put his name in the hat. That's all. And I don't think Bob. I think he knows now. Bob not gonna let him get no action in Valdez, man. Like it's just they going towards. They trying to do the Navarrete fight, the Valdez Navarrete. So it's like how many times I'm gonna be next, like y'all. And you know how that happens. Shit, normally the fighter lose. Speaking of Valdez, and now all the team for the fight gone, like the Teofimo and Haney fight. You know what I mean? So I think Shakur it's a dead end situation because Valdez is, hopefully he don't, but eventually you mess around, take an L, and now all that shit is out the window. And I've been waiting for no reason now.
right? Because you know, and I appreciate you calling in. But I'm gonna say this: Valdez might not beat Navarrete, and that's real talk.
For real.
But Shakur Stevenson needs to stay on his helmet because of the fact is that even that we know that Bob Arum is helping protect Valdez, he still needs to be on his helmet constantly. Like this, you know what I'm saying? He still need, because you need to do something to let everybody know how they doing you, and you need to keep it out there in the public. You know.
Right. Speak on it. I get what you're saying, but man, you know how people swing stuff. It'll get to the point where the masses accusing Shakur Stevenson of being a bully. Yeah, man. Everybody excuse Ryan for being a pussy. Excuse my French, but I mean, I'm sorry for backing out of fight. I ain't gonna call that man that. For backing out of fight, and he get a pass. Man, they say Shakur be all in the headlines. He's a bully. He's trying to bully Valdez. They'll find anything to spin it, man. You know how they do it, bro.
I know.
Anything to spin it on this man. But at the end of the day, he want to fight the best spin. You know that. I think he the best of the young kid, of the young cats too. And I personally, I just want to see him get the fight, bro. Get the big fight at the end of the day.
Right. Man, I appreciate you calling in, man. Salute to you.
For sure. I'm gonna hop back on the live, bro.
Yes, sir. And like I said, you know, I just keep it consistent. You know what I'm saying? I keep it consistent. Like I said, once again, Shakur is one of my favorite fighters. And I think that he'll whoop all them dudes. I didn't have plenty of debates with people about Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Shakur whoop all them dudes, but I just would have liked to at least heard him call out Teofimo Lopez like that when he had the belts. Cause I know you could whoop him. Let me get this super chat. Hold on. Let me get the what's happening with it, caller. State your name, where you calling in, and then I'm gonna get to this super chat, and then I'm gonna get to you.
Already said this Roach from A-Star.
What's happening with it? What's good with you, man? Salute. Let me get this super chat real quick, Roach. Hold on.
Yes, sir. I'm watching.
Okay. Dwayne Mack off in that super chat, man. I appreciate you coming through. He says Tio was holding belts hostage so Shakur wouldn't waste his time calling him out. Kambosos appears willing to fight everyone, so Shakur put his bid in. Hey, I respect that, man. I respect, because you know I also got to look at it in a different light. And you saying that made me just look at it in a different light. Maybe Shakur Stevenson, him being on the same side, you know what I'm saying, with Teofimo Lopez over there with Top Rank, maybe he know that Bob wouldn't dare let him fight Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe he was just like, shit, I ain't even going to speak on it because I know Bob ain't going to let that fight happen. And now that George Kambosos has the belts and he with a different promoter, now he like, okay, well, maybe, you know, maybe it can happen. I know it probably can't happen, but I'm going to put out my bid. And, you know, maybe maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But what's good with you, man? You still online?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Let me get your take on it.
All right. So, first of all, I just want to take a moment and I want to shout out boxing, because boxing needed Kambosos to win on Saturday, because ain't no telling what Teofimo was going to be on if he would have won that fight. Whether, you know, dropping the belts or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or holding them hostage and ducking Haney like he already was doing. So let's get back to the Shakur thing. At first, I agree with what you were saying about how he looked a little clownish calling out Kambosos. But, you know what I'm saying, with the dudes offering the other perspective of him calling them out, it definitely made me kind of open my eyes that, you know what I'm saying, maybe it was more so that, like, man, these dudes at 30 ain't trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it was an undercard fight on Saturday. Fusili, and I can't remember other dude's name. But, I mean, maybe he got to fight, you know what I'm saying, dude that won that fight. Maybe he got to do that. Maybe that puts some more pressure on Valdez because he get another strap out of that, if I'm not mistaken. So, I just think Shakur needs to stick at 30, stick to what he's doing, you know what I'm saying, and take care of business at 30 because it's looking good for him right now. And like y'all said, I also agree that he's the top dog of, you know, the younger kings of boxing. So, yeah, man, I'm ready for Saturday. I think that people are very asleep on JoJo. And I need people to stop acting like this is an automatic dub for Haney, although I feel like it's a 55, at least I say like a 53-47, maybe 55-45 fight. So, man, shout out to you. I'm a, you know, everyday viewer. You be seeing me in the chat probably sometimes, Wilson Montevidez.
Right,
so
right,
I'm
right,
yo. In and I'm going to let you cook up.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro. Keep talking that boxing.
I appreciate you, man, coming through, showing love, man.
Already.
Stay up.
Already.
Yeah. And like I said, now that's why I opened up the lines, and that's why I had people call in, because I want to hear other people's perspective. Caller, what's happening with it? State your name. Where you calling from?
What's up, Killer Key, man? This Mo G. I'm calling out of Rochester, man.
What's happening with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Just cooling, man. I just wanted to call in, man, and pretty much vent a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major, but you know what I'm saying? The issue that I got, like, say with your Shakur situation. Now, a lot of these guys, man, like for Shakur, if he was smart, man, he would just stick to the script and chase Valdez. And the issue that I got with Valdez is, you know, you've seen Shakur talk crazy to Chris Colbert. They going back and forth, you know, disrespecting each other. And my question is, man, why Shakur don't talk to Valdez like that, man? You know what I'm saying? To get him aroused, make him, you know, feel disrespected, so he have no choice but to fight Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And pretty much in other words, man, these guys got to start playing a character to where, hey, man, if you got to disrespect somebody to get in the ring with you, man, go ahead and do that, man. And then after the fight, you see it all day. Hey, man, you know, I was just promoting the fight, man. You know, it's all good, but just from the way it's looking, man, they got to start disrespecting these boys to get them in the ring, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like Coach say, like Coach be saying, he said, man, pull up on him and mush him in his face.
Hey, exactly. To where look, and look, a lot of these cats, they ain't pick up from what Caleb Plant did. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant disrespected Canelo, call him a drug thief and everything.
Right.
Man, if Jamel Charlo, Andrade, or whoever who want to fight that boy, man, they got to talk reckless to him, man, and get him mad to where he like, man, I got no choice but to fight this fight this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean, if what they doing ain't working, they need to step it up.
Exactly, man. And it's just like, man, it's just funny how, like, you know what I'm saying, we'll have the same, you know what I'm saying, we'll have the energy with the brothers, but then, man, you got somebody like Valdez and Canelo, y'all don't talk crazy to them, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have that same energy with any and everybody, man, you know?
Right. Man, good take on it, man. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, nah, man, that was pretty much it, man, you know what I'm saying? And another thing, man, with these, just one more thing. Like, I might have said it before, man, but another little bit that I got is like Teofimo, Devin, Ryan Garcia, Tank, Shakur, and all them guys, man. It's like, this is, you know, and pretty much it's just my opinion. If I was in their shoes, man, I'm trying to fight all the good people in my 20s, man. I'm not trying to wait until I turn 30, 31, 32, 33 to start making these big fights. Because, man, at the end of the day, man, boxing hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard on your body, your mental, everything else. So, man, I'm not trying to be 32, 33, trying to fight these young cats, trying to make big money, man. I'm trying to get my money in my 20s. And if I turn 31, 32, man, I'm thinking about retirement, man, because I know I didn't put in that work. I didn't fought the best. And at the same time, if you lose to Teofimo, like Teofimo, for example, man, you could have lost to Devin Haney, And you could have caught Devin Haney at 140 and at 147 if you still wanted to get your get back, but you bullshitted and lost to Kambosos. Not calling Kambosos a slouch or anything, but I would have rather take that loss from Devin Haney before Kambosos. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, you right, man. And that's facts, man. I appreciate you calling in too.
Oh yeah, man, it's all good, man. Keep doing your thing, man, and hold it down.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Salute. All right.
Later.
Sir. Yeah, and I seen my man Bill Brown. He said that Shakur Stevenson did call out Teofimo Lopez on Max Kellerman, right? So if he did, I'm wrong. If he did, I'm wrong. Caller, what's happening with it? Where you calling from? What's your name?
What's up with it, Key? It's your boy 817.
What's happening with it, 817?
Hey, what's happening, bro? I'm just gonna say, hey, when it comes to Shakur, the last caller, man, say I'm gonna make a hell of a point. The last caller said he needs to be on the boy helmet, right? Shakur needs to be on the motherfucking helmet, and disrespecting the motherfucker and all of that. Well, he did last fight. He had to find something last fight to turn him up because of who he had to fight. And when he did it, he got backlash from our community for doing it. Because he was quote unquote out of character, doing it, somebody else was making him do it, this, that, and the third. And the boy was trying to sell tickets and motivate himself to fight somebody that was close to him. After he did it, he apologized to him, to the wife and everything. And motherfuckers in this community, I ain't gonna say no name, but motherfuckers in this community drug him because they was on some soft ass shit. So that running up and disrespecting the motherfucker, it works for your favorite fighter. But when it ain't your favorite fighter doing it, motherfuckers got a problem with it. That's one thing. Number two, yeah, man, Bob wasn't gonna let him nowhere near Valdez, but he ain't have no idea. He had some kind of idea of it. We all did. Had some kind of idea of it, but you wouldn't know it until he made the rubber meet the motherfucking road. And like you said, like old boy say, I was gonna make it a point too. Kambosos would develop. You know what I'm saying? We know how Bob is with his cash cows and protecting them. So, Shakur kind of get a pass on that. But I feel you too. Everybody and their mama, I said it last night, everybody and their mama going to be coming out the woodwork trying to make 135 pounds because they feel like Kambosos is easy work. Right, so,
man. And as far as what you said, 817, how everybody was dragging Shakur, they was on, you know what I'm saying? And I was one of the ones that was, if you remember, I said, man, I love Shakur doing that. I said, I love it. He need to continue to do that, right? But see, the thing is what you got to realize is, yeah, a lot of people was dragging him and talking shit because of, how he was acting with Heron. But who cared? They were still talking about you. You dig what I'm saying? You continue to do that because whether they dragging you or whether they like it, they talking about you one way or the other. That don't affect how you fight in the ring.
If it didn't sell number 10 more tickets, Keith, if it didn't sell nothing but 10 more tickets because the argument was he boring any goddamn way. And this, that, and the third. If it sold 10 more tickets, then that put just that much more money and that much more food on them families' plates.
Right.
We are in boxing. This is prize fighting. This is what they fight for. And a lot of times, I'm an ultra competitive ass person. And I got a partner, man, say, for 20 years, we damn near couldn't do nothing without competing with each other. Throwing shit in the trash, washing the car, anything we was competing. It's like that. But if it came to us putting hands on each other for money, I would have to find something extra to motivate me to do that. So I understood Shakur had to take himself to a place in order to motivate himself to do that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times them spaces, just like I say, fathers need to back out, wives need to back out too. Say, man, the shit works all the way around. It just don't work for your favorite fighter when it fits your narrative. I'm out, Keith.
Right. Appreciate you, 817. Salute. Yes, sir. And that is what it is. I'm gonna take two more calls. So if you want to call in, I'm gonna take two more calls and then I'm gonna shut the phone lines down. But yeah, you know, I think that Shakur needs to stick to what y'all call it, the bad guy villain role. But that's just really his personality. He really liked that. He was playing a role when he was trying to play that nice kid when he was with Andre Ward. You know, with the smile and he really a bad dude like that. Caller, what's happening with it? State your name. Where you calling in from?
Julian from Austin, Texas.
What's happening with it, Julian?
What's going on, man? So, first of all, I'd like to say real quick, Ryan Garcia needs to sit his ass down for a minute. Coming out talking about, you know, who wants next on that Kambosos fight.
Right.
2, Shakur Stevenson, I like him, man. He's a good kid. And I really think that he could do something. And I just think that he needs to stay focused and keep going, you know, that right direction. I would like to see him and Tank go at it, but I know they're best friends. But it would be something interesting.
What about him and Valdez?
Him and Valdez too. I'd like to see him and Haney go at it. To be honest with you.
Him and Haney. I don't think we're gonna see that fight for a long time because they real tight with each other. Shakur and Haney, actually real good friends. But see, what you think about Valdez? Because he was at 126, they were supposed to fight him. Valdez didn't fight him, right? He came up to 130, and Valdez been telling everybody, "Oh, I want to fight him," but then Bob Arum called Valdez out and was like, "Valdez telling me behind the scenes that he don't want to fight Shakur. He actually wants to fight Navarrete." So it seems like Valdez has been ducking this man, and Valdez is the one that got the rest of the belts at 130. So what's your take on that?
You know, I think he's scared, man. You know, you see the talent that Stevenson had and what he can do. And Valdez, he don't have that talent.
Right. So you think he's just trying to basically hold off on fighting Shakur as long as he can to hold them belts?
Oh, most definitely, man.
Yeah.
Just like a Teofimo. You know, I like Teofimo. I saw him and I was like, man, this kid has a bright future. And those belts, I don't think the fame, I think the belt got to his head.
Right.
Because if you look at, since he won the fight, he does not let go of those belts. He takes them everywhere he goes. He's flashing them. He even reined in on Canelo's perfect. Look, I'm undisputed just like you. It's like, hey, man, put your ass down.
Right. And
it just, the belt went to his head. You know, not so much the fame because, I mean, he was always on social media talking about this crap.
Right.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, man, because, see, a lot of people think, oh, it was the fame or the money. He didn't have no money like that. He only got paid. No, he didn't. He only got like 600-some thousand after paying Bob Arum and everything on his last fight. And then he said that he was down to like $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he didn't have the money and the fame. It was just them, like you said, it was the belts and the being able to say, I'm on top of all of the rest of these guys at 135 pounds because I got these belts.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's to his head, you know. Like, it was, you know, he would call everybody out. Oh, he's scared of me. He's scared of me. He's scared of me. But when it came down to it, he wasn't training. He wasn't taking nothing serious. He kept calling people out, but then wouldn't capitalize on it. And then once the Kambosos fight happened, it's like, hey, it's done deal. And that was just drug out this entire year. But at the same time, he didn't train. He kept flexing them belts. I'm going to knock him out on the first round. That was it. And shame on his dad for giving that mentality, oh, we're not going to first round. Don't worry about it. Come on, dude, get serious. There's no boxer in this world, unless you're Mike Tyson, where you had that type of power where you can knock someone out in the first round. if you didn't have that type of power, you weren't going to do that, man. I mean, you didn't even take Vicente, who was way smaller than Kambosos, out in the first round. It took you all 12 rounds, and to me, that was a really close fight. Like, come on, man. Like, don't be delusional. And he was just delusional.
Right, man. Yeah, you're right, man. I agree with you. Man, great call, man. I appreciate you calling in.
All right, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy.
All right, you too. So I'm gonna take one more call. So do you know what I'm saying? I'm taking one more call, and then I'm gonna shut down the phone lines. So if you want to call in, you know the next caller I'm taking, and then we're gonna shut it down. But yeah, and Ryan Garcia, you know, we ain't let Ryan off. Ryan Garcia is just a clown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, him coming out trying to call George Kambosos out when he been at that weight division his whole career, and he haven't called out none of the top guys but Tank Davis, and then back down from that shit. Like, I don't want to hear nothing from Ryan Garcia. That dude is just a pure clown. He a pure clown. What's going on with it? Caller, state your name. Where you calling from? Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Yeah, man. My name is Angel. I'm from Houston, Texas.
What's happening with it?
What's going on, man? I think you know, a lot of these dudes at 130 and 135, you know, they realize Teofimo was just out of focus, man. I think, you know, no excuses. You know, everybody has their preparation, the things they need to do before they get inside the ring, and no excuses made. But I think a lot of these cats see that Teofimo was out of focus, and you know, they just see Kambosos as easy pickings, and that's why you see all these dudes coming out of the woodwork. You know, and like these other callers say, man, like, especially Ryan Garcia, like, that man has no business calling out anybody, you know, after flopping, letting go of 3 fights.
Right.
And, you know, to be honest, like you say, Shakur Stevenson, that dude is special. So, I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, call him out, you know, and just say like, hey, why didn't you call out Teofimo? And I do recall him calling out Teofimo, you know, a little bit, just not particularly, but him just saying like, hey, you know, I don't see myself in the conversation of the 4 kings, you know, when they're talking about Haney, Teofimo, Garcia. You know, and him saying, hey, you know, why am I not in part of that conversation? But you never see him come out on Twitter and calling out Teofimo just like that, you know, right after he got that win and got those belts. So, I mean, there is some critique on that part, you know, like, why didn't you call out Teofimo straight after that win?
Right. And like I said, a few people corrected me. They said that he did call out Teofimo Lopez on Max on Boxing. I missed it. I didn't see it. But if he did, you know, I'm wrong. I was wrong. If he did call, that was basically. Hold on. That was basically.
Hey, that's true. I don't recall seeing that. But you know, they say that he did call him out. Hey, more power to him.
Yeah. See, that was basically.
You know, and like you.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Yeah, and like you said, Haney, I think, was one of the few ones that was calling out Teofimo. Although you see all these back and forth, you know, where you don't even know who's telling the truth. You hear Teofimo start saying, hey, you know, activate a mandatory. And Haney starts saying, okay, why do we need to sign a petition or file a petition? You know, why don't we just make the fight? To where you don't even know who's telling the truth. You know, you don't know whether it's clout chasing on either side or who's really telling the truth. But it just seems that after this win and Amy called like that, I don't know. It just seems like they really want the fight now versus, you know, really wanting the fight with Teofimo.
You talking about Haney?
Yeah.
No, to me, I mean, if you go back and look at it, Haney's been calling out Teofimo. I mean, when you lie, you can't keep up with a lie. Teofimo and his father, they've contradicted themselves plenty of times. Haney, Teofimo and Teofimo Sr. and Bill Haney, they agreed on live that they was gonna fight each other next. And then Teofimo backtracked on his words. You know, saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna fight." I mean, they did that several times. Even Bob Arum called Teofimo out on his lives when Teofimo got on Instagram Live and told everybody that he sent the contract to Bill Haney. And Bob Arum was like, he never sent no contract. He's not even able to send contracts. So, I mean, the guy has told lies over and over and over.
Right. Yeah, no, agreed. I mean, I've seen them change their story plenty of times too. So, yeah. I mean, you're right on that part. Like, to me, Teofimo, that dude is really special. You know, along with Haney and Shakur Stevenson, I think those three guys are like the real deal. But you do see a lot of bullshit coming from Teofimo's side too, like you said. Right,
man, and man, great breakdown, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. Salute to you.
No, for sure. Take care, brother.
Yes, sir. And now I'm gonna shut the phone lines down now. And like I said, great, another great show. Y'all make sure that y'all hit the like button. Thomas, what's happening with it? Salute. But yeah, y'all make sure that y'all hit the like button. You know, make sure that y'all hit the like button. Another great show. And like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If Shakur did call out Teofimo Lopez, if he did call him out and I missed it, I might have just missed it. But I hadn't heard him ever call out Teofimo Lopez like that. So when I heard him call out, you know what I'm saying, George Kambosos right after he won the belt, like that shit made me feel some type of way. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, Shakur, I know you like that. I know you really nice like that. And I know you probably can beat all these dudes. So why you doing shit like this now? But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, salute to everybody in the chat. My man G5 Gabe, what's happening with it? I appreciate you, G5. And make sure that y'all go sub to G5 Gabe. G5_ Gabe. I'm going to put his channel right here so y'all can see it. You know what I'm saying? My man, he be over there cooking. He cooking about everything. Boxing, life, everything. And he's starting back to do it on a consistent basis. So y'all go look at this. Make sure that y'all go sub to his channel. You know what I'm saying? And we got my man World Combat Sports. He in the building. Make sure that y'all go sub to World Combat Sports. You know, he been in the field. He been doing his thing for a long time. So y'all go support his channel. And make sure that y'all go support Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Always put on great shows. Great boxing knowledge. And yeah, so I appreciate y'all. G5 say he was trying to call. I'm back full time. I'll be live later. Okay, call back in, G. I'll open it back up. Call back in, G5, and I'll let you get your last word. And then we're going to close it down after you. Call in, G5. I'll let you get the last word. We're going to close it down after you. And hit the like button. Sub to the channel. What's happening with it? Yo.
What's good, my boy?
What's happening with it, G5?
Can you hear me? Because I'm in the car. I was going to wait till I got to the stop point, but I'm like, man, you about to end this shit.
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Oh, well, yeah, when it comes to Shakur, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people know he's out there like, I'm not mad at him for putting in his bid for Kambosos, you know what I'm saying? Because he want to shot at great. Oscar Valdez refuses to you get a shot at Undisputed. So he's looking at a shot to try to get him Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. The timing of it, you can say how you want to, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got fighters who won't even call people out even after they win some belts or they lose some belts. You know, some people get belts and they like kings, so they just sit on the shelf. Belts are like generation for them. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna hold on for them. They can't. Look at T.O., prime example. You know what I'm saying? He was solid before, you know, you won the belt. As soon as you got him, you turned it to Hollywood Squares. You and your dad with constant lines, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of glad that he lost. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was a roadblock that was holding up unifications and undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that he got that deal. You know, it kind of reminds me when Jeff Horn won them belts, and there a lot of people started jumping off at the bit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get those horns built. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. When a person sees that, oh, well, he lost. This person lost. The underdog beat him. Oh, well, I know I sure could beat him because I feel like I'm better than him. So everybody gonna put their bill in. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that, you know what I'm saying, boxing guys, you know, people do it right and that, you know what I'm saying, one thing handle his business with Jojo Diaz because, again, people got to start sleeping on Jojo. Whether you feel like Haney can box his socks off, don't just count the man out. You know what I'm saying? The dude can't fight. Does he show his best performance every time? No, but if he's getting the job done, shit, a win is a win. So don't just, it's not a foregone conclusion. Devin Haney just don't go in here and just monster mash fucking Jojo Diaz. Like, y'all got to stop counting folks out and, you know, disrespecting this game of boxing. Because everybody can have their day. Every dog gonna have his day. And it comes down to whoever's the most mentally prepared. If Jojo coming there more mentally prepared than Devin Haney, he will beat him. Because even if your skills are not as high as Devin Haney, you are mentally prepared and got a game plan for whatever that person's trying to shoot at. You know, so that's how I feel about that. Like, stop counting these folks out. You know, it's kind of disrespectful because if you're not in there as a fighter, what the fuck do you know if you ain't really a student of the game of boxing? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I view the shit, man. When it comes to lipstick Dean Garcia, his pussy ass, first off, he snatched the Devin Haney fight, and the boxing people let him do it. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney was supposed to be fighting Luke Campbell. Do we remember?
Right.
They propelled him up so he can do it. He ain't been the same since then. Why? Because he thought he was more than what he was, and he found out he wasn't. You let Campbell Super Luke drop you. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't been the same since. So all these excuses because he realized, not he don't tell us, but he realized he's not where he thought he was at. You know what I'm saying? So when you seen Kambosos win, I expected his punk ass to come out and say something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some people, they don't, you know, hopped off that high horse for Ryan Garcia because they seen the inconsistencies in a man's ways. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really about that life. You pulling out a fight. People going through training camp, preparing themselves, and then you back out. And then you think people gonna believe that you really want to fight somebody. Man, you need to go fight the bottom of the barrel people and actually complete and get the fight through and done, and then people start believing you. But man, that dude is a non-fucking factor. You know what I'm saying? He is the bottom of the barrel, 135. He not doing shit. He ain't done shit, and they wanted to Oscar put that clout on him. Not us as fans put that clout on Ryan Garcia. Oscar them put this clout in this wave around Ryan Garcia. We didn't think he was all that good. A man got his chin in the air, you know what I'm saying? Slow feet, fast hands, but you ain't really got no defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't hitting on the baby back. So we can just forget that he even said anything, y'all. Everybody in chat, Ryan Garcia words don't mean shit. Nothing. So leave him out of the equation. I just hope that we get boxing right. And hey, fighters got to do what they got to do. If they got to change up a method to make a fight, then do that. But just because you start disrespecting a fighter, don't mean that he's still gonna fight you. Some people are good fighters, but they got bitch in their blood. So just because you talk shit about them, they still not gonna get in the ring. It's just what it is. We see it a lot today. Yeah, they can fight, but they got bitch in their blood, so they not gonna hop in the ring. But they'll go fight that person that they don't want to fight last opponent, and then be talking all this rah-rah, you know what I'm saying, how shit like, oh yeah, they just won the world title. Like, no, boxing don't work that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, T.O. and his daddy put that bad juju out there, claim they undisputed, hopping photo bomb and Canelo with your damn belts like you undisputed. Bro, Canelo got invited because he actually achieved the goal. You answered it yourself. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big difference, bro.
Right.
You can't photo bomb a real undisputed champ and think you gonna get some clout about that shit, bro. You make yourself look like a real hoe. Like, bro, you want to hop in another man's picture and try to steal something his spotlight. Bro, you're not undisputed because you still have a dispute in your division. And to one person, or I think it's the last caller, he has the WBC franchise. Devin Haney is the WBC champ. They can make the fight. They don't have to go through another sanctioning body because they are under the same sanctioning body. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they got to do is let someone know they want to make the fight. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do it, but he don't want to do it. It's from all his actions, man. He ain't never showed us no solidarity at all. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy is your downfall. Like, look at how he moves. T.O.C., why do you have a fucking microphone at a press conference? You're not the fighter, bro. Like, that type of shit. And for T.O., he's good, but I've never been high on him, bro. I thought he was a good fighter. Even after he beat Lomachenko, I'm like, good win, but I'm still not. He's just not as good as to me that I think. I see flaws. I think you're a good fighter, but you not what you think you are. You know what I'm saying? And them belts did make him. Because if anybody got it, it's like somebody that wear they every time they got a belt, they're still with the belt. Every time he step out, you gotta have a belt because he wants everybody to know he's the champ. We know that you got the belt, bro. We know you unified. You ain't gotta wear them to put them in whole face to make them think, oh yeah, we know you the champ, bro. Okay, but what you gonna do? Are you really gonna go for gold and try to go ahead and get the title fight out the way? And yes, Haney tried to make the fight on multiple occasions. You got a habitual liar in T.O. Senior, and he the one who half-ass got T.O. acting the way he do. Because that's his trainer, that's his daddy, and he's not gonna go against the grain of his daddy. So if his daddy quit it, unfortunately, he collateral damage, he's gonna go with it too. He's not gonna turn his back on his father. But you know, that's just how I feel. I mean, he been moving real Hollywood square since he got the belt. I'm glad he lost because now he's finally, hopefully, you know, God willing, we can get undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I think Kambosos is about that life. You know what I'm saying? He showed it in just the fight against T.O. Get back that life. I'm not backing down and I'm not winning. I do feel like he'll take a different Haney fight. Going to Australia, I don't know about that one. We seen what happened when Pacquiao went to Australia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that Australia trip. Make it in Vegas or somewhere. You already comfortable here now. Shit, go on, make it here. You already in the States. Don't even leave. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you say you're going to the fight. I want to see it. So I'm going to believe Kambosos on his word until he give me a reason not to believe. You know what I'm saying? So that's my feel on that, man. There's so many bitches these fighting blood, and it's just a new wave of boxing, man. You know, people don't bet on themselves and believe in themselves like that no more. You got a handful that do, but overall, man, we might not even get some of the fights that boxing fans clamoring for, or we want to see because of that reason. You know, promoters getting away, but if you betting on yourself, if you co-promote, then you got a little bit more say so.
Yes, sir. And G5.
Devin Haney, Bill Haney.
And G, people want to know where to find you at and when you're gonna be on before we get up out of here.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, G5_Gage.
on Instagram, me and YouTube. You know, we back live on a more consistent basis. You know, had some life shit happening, and I much rather just not go live if I can't get out the energy that I'm used to doing. So yeah, D512 Gabe on YouTube. I drop my link in the chat. We cooking on everything. That's why I don't say I'm a boxing channel, because I talk about life in general and everything that ties into it. So salute to you, my brother Keon. I appreciate you opening back up. Let me get in for a second, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, my good brother. And good things gonna keep coming, man.
I appreciate you, man. Salute to you. All right. Appreciate you calling
no doubt, man. I'm out.
Already.
For sure.
Right. Yeah, so that was the last call. Like I said, get up the likes if you ain't hit the like button yet. I appreciate everybody for calling in, everybody for coming and tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Once again, at 12:30 if you on the West Coast, 12:30 Pacific time, 1:30 Mountain time, 2:30 Central, and 3:30 on the East Coast. We'll be back tomorrow. Hit the like button if you ain't hit the like button once again. And that's the show for today. I appreciate everybody, and y'all already know who it is. There you go, talking that boxing again. I'm gone.